Let's talk about the shortest press conference in Premier League history, possibly. Yes, everybody, Western West Ham Network. Hope you're safe and well. It is Hammond's Headlines in association with the KUMB.com. Boys, check them out for the latest news, reviews, and opinions. For Hammond's Headlines on a Friday, what we tend to do is we use that slot to talk about the Dave Moyes press conference. This was a hotly anticipated press conference. However, we know what was likely to happen. And in fact, we were proven right. We've literally nothing of any interest at all about, obviously, the latest mutual separation between David Moyes and Tim Steiner. But we'll talk. We'll still dissect. We'll go through it. It'll only be a quick one, so to speak, as the actress said to the bishop. So let's go and talk about what was said. So obviously, the main focus being obviously the entire focus was the game coming up on Sunday. Asked about Pochettino, and Moyes said he's not an expert on Chelsea, but I think he's had a difficult job, and they've started to hit form. We're going to have to play well to get a good result. He's a good coach, a good man, and we know it's going to be a tough game. Well, what a surprise, in all honesty. I mean, no shit, Sherlock. They were very good yesterday. I thought the Spurs were very poor, but they were very, very good. And it's going to be a tough game. Asked about, the significance, the importance of the game. He was very complimentary and said, actually, to be fair, it's really important, but all of the other 35 games we've played will be important. There are lots of tough stadiums to go, and Stamford Bridge has always been one of those, particularly for you, David Moyes. We'll go there and do everything we can to get a result. Everything we can. Just remember what that said. Everything we can. Good luck to them. There wasn't much else. He was asked about the last time. Obviously, the last time we beat them, and the differences between where we were then. Obviously, that was part of a really good start. Obviously, we beat them at home. Sort of really, really good start to the season. And he said we had a brilliant start, including that match against Chelsea. We're going to have to win some of our remaining games to stay up there, but we'll do the best we can. Some of that remaining games, Mr. Moyes, you have to win. Well, I'd say you have to win all of the games to have a chance of staying up in that position. Starting from Sunday. And that includes beating Man City at the Etihad, which is not going to happen. He was asked a question. Someone asked him a question about VAR. Pointless, saying it's here to stay. Wasted question. He was asked about the spending cap, which was quite interesting. He said, I've always hoped that money wouldn't be the most important thing in football. When Leicester won the league, that was a good example of that. And you want football to give teams a chance. I hope there is a cap and there is something that controls spending. I'm not an expert. He's not an expert at Chelsea, and also he's not an expert in financial matters as well. But how best it would be to do that. But as a football man, I'd like to see all teams to be able to strive for success, having spent £400 million in his last tenure at West Ham. And that was literally it. That was literally all that was relayed on the blog, on the West Ham blog. No doubt there were questions probably asked about the team. I imagine. I mean, to be honest, I think everyone's fit. Really, the only one with a question mark would have been Dino, and I think he's back. And again, he was not on the bench, so he should have a fully fit squad. I'd say probably the first time we've had one since I don't know when. And obviously, there would have been questions about Tim Steinem, but whether they were not published or whether they're in the embargo section, I'm sure we'll find out. Or maybe they weren't even asked. Maybe they were briefed beforehand. Sometimes they'll say that. There was something the other day where they was asked a question about that. Not from Moyes, but another press conference, and they said, "No, all we're doing is talking about the game today," which in itself is a bit of a gives you a bit of a clue at what was being said. Anyway, that's it. Thanks, guys. So keep an eye on neitherunbrand.com for the latest news, reviews, and opinions. If anything interesting comes in the embargoed section, when that comes out later on this evening, we'll be obviously come back with some updates. And keep an eye out if you are in the Rush Green area, Hornchurch around there, whatever. Under 21s playing Blackburn under 21s, 7 p.m. kickoff. Tickets on the door. I think you can buy them online, but you can get them on the door. Parking. Go and cheer the boys up. It's the last regulation game, so last league game of the PL2 campaign before then we go into the playoffs. So yeah, and obviously a number of the players are back from all their loan spells. So you might make. We had Kean Forson on the bench last week. Maybe I don't know. Dan might make some minutes. I don't know. Gideon, I don't know. So we could have a very strong under 21 side potentially tonight. I don't know. Just speculating. Till then, take care, stay safe, stay warm, stay humble, keep the faith, and come on, you bloody Irons.